Hello, Shiny Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force CD, Book 2, Battle 12, I believe, with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we were ambushed at sea, if I remember correctly, after our force was split in half, and then our Birdman Claude from Book 1 has joined the force, of course, much diminished in his abilities since Book 1, sadly. Who finishes the game at level 2? Ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue along. Beyond this field lies Algum Fort. Be careful, the ground here seems unstable. Alright, ambushes. Yes, this area is volcanic with many fault lines. Proceed with caution. Hey, Cypress! Yes, you! You think you've approached unnoticed? Idiots! We see your every move, now prepare to die! Hey, you! You think we don't see your ambush? And you yelling at us? Now we know about your ambush, you prepare to die. Okay, so we got upgraded enemies with better weapons than we have. Cool, cool. But not always. Sometimes they have bronze lances. Let's see, we got some lizard mans with old weapons. We got more Arknights. Got our flyers with Blaze, our little pixies. Not too scary. Another bishop. Another bow rider. These guys are probably pretty scary. 7 move, pretty high attack power. Long range attacks, like range 3. Our first sorcerer with freeze 2 and a lot of HP. And oh look, a worm. Cool. So lots of new enemies. That's all right. And quick look at the map. Looks like there's no treasure chests or, as far as I can see, no droppable items. So let's just get to work here. We're still dealing with a pretty small army, or small shining force. So I think what I'll do is keep everybody together again, and we'll probably go around this route, kind of like that, kind of zigzag our way up. I think that'll probably be the safest. This guy's gonna be dangerous. 7 move and 3 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. He can almost hit us where we start from. So pretty much no matter what I do, she may be in range of his attack, unless I can put someone. I thought Eric was going to be able to get a little bit further. I miscounted. But yeah, unless I can get someone to block that tile. Actually, I sort of screwed up. I didn't even think. Worst case scenario, actually, he stands here and shoots across the gap. I should have left her a little bit. That was dumb. I was trying to lure him, you know, like to one of these tiles down here, but nope. Good job, Blue. You can always just egress and try again. Yep, alright, that was a mistake. I saw it just a little too late. So, how the heck are we going to deal with that? Chester, being level 11 and unpromoted, has no weapons of any use. It's gonna be a tough chapter or two if I don't get promoted fairly soon. Now, Claude, as much as he's pretty strong right now, his defense is not particularly impressive. Pretty offensive character, but not very defensive. Alright, well, let's get May away from that corner, no matter what. She does have long-range freeze 3, which is good, but it's pretty expensive, and it's definitely wasted on one enemy, so I really need to heal May up. She might survive one more hit from the Bow Knight, but actually, I should have double-checked. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good enough. Alright, for now, we're going to have Claude attack the Bow Rider. I guess. Maybe I should have. I think this was another mistake. I still think I should have focused down the Arknight first. Just off my game today. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't expect him to get his turn so quick. Well, alright, well, that was just cheap. I still might have had a chance to heal her, but the double attack. Oh, she was so dead. We got really bad turn order. Wow. She must have got her turn a lot earlier, or I don't know. It feels like that went really bad for timing. Like, Is it just me, or did both of those enemies basically get 2 attacks before anybody else in my party got a turn? So, okay. We might fail this, we might have to egress out of this one and try this one again. Pretty bad start, all things considered. One misplay positioning on turn 1, putting May in a bad spot, and then she didn't get a chance to get healed, and game over, man. So now, the positive here is that we've got the Bow Rider locked in, and in theory, we can just keep everybody out of range, and then he can't attack anybody no matter what. Now, I'm a little bit worried about Chester. Maybe I should have healed Chester before I did that, like, rather than just having Slade do nothing. Okay. This half my army, why would I just block him in without just killing him? That would be dumb. Someone kill this guy, please. But yeah, there's something about the way this, I actually put Chester in range of the Bow Knight still. Something about this chapter is really throwing me off. Partially because I don't like having such a small force. Like, the splitting of my force in half is not something I'm a huge fan of. And, we're also, it's like if you remember at the end of last episode, we had a new shop, which is cool, but they skipped all the best unpromoted weapons. So, the game is trying to force me to promote early, and I'm not a huge fan of doing that. Like, it's no big deal. We could promote right now, and things would be easier, but I just don't like it. It makes me feel like it's kind of a cheap trick. If we had access to power spears and robin arrows and stuff, with such a small army, it would make a really big difference, actually. Like, kind of a weird game design choice is what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think, like, Book 1 was not so harsh on that either. Like, Book 1 gave you a fair bit more time to, you know, gear up your unpromoted units before you had to promote them. That's kind of nice that the worm came down for us. And having May dead so early is really annoying too, obviously. Having someone die on, like, turn 2 is not super promising. But then again, you know, if we die terribly, it just gives me an opportunity to egress and get some more experience, right? It'll be easier with a couple level ups. If I have to redo the map, I'll maybe do most of that off camera so I can just show you, you know, where it catches up. I mean, like, we're still doing reasonable amounts of damage. Like, Chester's one of my weakest units, and he's like 2 or 3 weapon tiers below what we can purchase. So he could easily have over 40 attack power if I promoted him right now. But I don't know if I've ever promoted at level 11 in a Shining Force game. That just seems like sloppy play. Besides, even if we'd promoted, what would have really changed? May still would have died because of my mistake. Like that, you know, having her promoted would not have kept her alive, so even if I promoted everybody, it wouldn't have changed very much. Now, worms are often poisonous. Yep. One thing that kind of sucks right now is we don't actually have anyone with the detox spell, and I didn't buy any antidote herbs. So, that's rough. It's okay, Jaha. You can tank it for a little while. We've got a good healer with lots of MP, so we can heal for quite a while. I'm gonna save his MP for a minute. I don't want to. I could heal up Claude from long range or Jaha from long range, but I don't want to do that. I also don't want to focus on getting kills with Claude because he's already promoted. Well, I mean, he's kind of the highest level character, right? So he's, wow, attack 3, very nice. That's what he did in Book 1 as well. He got a lot of good attack ups, so. Nice to still see that happening. Anyway, point is, I want to give the kills to my sort of lower level unpromoted characters. HP 1, MP 1, Attack 1, Defense 1. They're much poorer level ups, being unpromoted, but... Alright, let's see if Eric can lure maybe the Pixie down. Jaha, sure, try to go for the kill. Level 13, HP 1, Attack 1, Defense 1, Quickness 1. At least he got one of everything. He got another turn instantly. Turn order is so weird. I'm not going to use his medical herb yet. Slade can heal him before he's in too much danger. Turn order, man. Seems very, very... like we're getting some big swings here with people getting 2 attacks in a row. Or not getting... letting the enemy get 2 attacks in a row today. That can probably give me some salt as well, because it's hard to... it's very hard to prepare for your units going last, or the enemies getting 2 turns in a row. Like, our characters just don't have enough HP, and you can't do anything. You can't heal them if the enemies get a whole bunch of sort of double turns. Good positioning will cover a lot of it, but still no guarantee. Chester. Not as good as my other archer ranger dude. Alright, Claude, stop killing everything. We'll see if they take the bait and attack him, maybe. So this is probably going to get Jaha killed. But at least we can kill the Pixie. I might be able to heal him, we'll see. Oh, look at that. Slade getting good turn order. See? Sometimes you just get good turn order and it doesn't matter. I had a feeling Slade would get his turn because it's probably the end of the round. We're at the slow, low agility characters, but... and now we're at the top of the round where all the fast characters are going, probably. Well, maybe the Lizardman is the end of the slow characters. I don't know. No. Well, what is slow and fast anymore? I don't know. I guess 14 is slow. 12 is... alright. Okay, we have pretty bad agility overall, so... Such is life. Critical hit from my archer with the bad arrow. 10 XP. We would probably have to feed Chester some kills now to get him... some action. Wow. I thought I was moving him backwards to keep him safe, but... that's fine. As long as he didn't get double hit there, he was okay. Alright, let's try, I think... focus Lizardman down first. Maybe get a heal off on Chester. Now, do I think Jaha... 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think he'll be slowed... yeah... I'm hoping that keeping that spot available on the left of the Lizardman will let Jaha attack it, so that we just get more damage output overall, but... I wouldn't be surprised if he can't even walk that far. Also this is not great. At least the little evil pixies, it's only Blaze 2, and they can only cast it once. And then Eric gets another 2 turns in a row. Not a double attack, but a... well, you know what I mean. He gets his actions... turn order, man. So weird. Alright, let's keep Chester alive. Or at least attempt to. You know, this game could use... you guys know, like, the Final Fantasy X... remember that? The Final Fantasy X kind of turn order... some little cards that show who's going to attack in what order. Claude was not supposed to kill that lizard man, but he did. But yeah, having kind of an upcoming who's going to go next, just so you could kind of plan for just a little image of the character's face or something, and then just show the next, I don't know, 5 or 10 actions in the current round, or maybe do the full round, I don't know, but... Okay, so Jaha couldn't have made it down there anyway, so probably good that Claude finished it off. If I make that the game I've been talking about, if I ever try to make my own Shining Emblem game, maybe that's something I could add in, a little feature to keep track of turn order. Because I do prefer some sort of... Wow, we're so screwed. Yeah, this is going real well. Being able to like, okay, what I'm trying to say, if you play Fire Emblem, all your characters get an action at the same time, and then all the enemies get into action at the same time. I like it, but I think I prefer kind of a random shuffled turn order. It kind of mixes it up. And having the enemies go interspersed with your units makes a little bit more sense in my head. So I would still want to keep it with that kind of logic. But it is still like a strategy game, so being able to see if the enemy is going to get 2 actions kind of in a row due to turn order, I think that would kind of balance it off a bit for me. That would probably be enough for me to feel like it was balanced. Somebody write that down. Take some notes. I could save the kill for Chester, but he'll probably just die. So I think I'm almost like our ability to survive this map is going to be very tight here. We might have enough characters left to win this map, but it's going to be close. I'm thinking I probably should aggress and do a little bit of grinding, which will probably happen off camera. Like, there's not too many enemies alive at this point. Yeah, I'm sure we can win, technically, but... boy, oh boy, has this been a rough start to book chapter 3. Now, if we had better weapons because we were promoted, you know, it would be a bit better, but we would need the stats. We would need to promote and get a few level ups, get some big HP up, defense ups before this would actually be easy. So I will show you. I'll probably just save it. We'll get to, like, the last enemy and just save it there, and then I'll probably spend a little bit of time. Because I'm trying to get, you know, optimal promotion stats if possible, we'll do a little bit of grinding here, I think. I mean, this is assuming we can even win this fight. Claude, that's 2 level ups with 3 attack each, so you can see, for some characters anyway, getting promoted and getting those early level ups makes a huge difference. It's not always like that, though. It really depends on the individual unit and their sort of pre-arranged growth rates. Like, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but some units are early sprouters, some are late sprouters, or whatever you want to think of it. Like, I'm hoping Dawn catches up to Eric soon, or before it's super late. Like, oh, perfect example, Shining Force 1, Arthur, the knight into Paladin. He is a, like, extremely late bloomer. He gains his stats basically at the very end of the game, and he will be the worst knight for 95% of the game, but for the last couple chapters, if you train him like crazy, he will actually turn into the best Paladin with the best stats. But it really does take a ton of time before he gets to that point. So, Arthur would be like the extreme late bloomer. This is good, getting to kill the sorcerer before it can cast another freeze on us. Level 12, a little bit of stats, no big deal. Oh! I was not expecting that to end the map. I can't believe that I've been defeated. Still, I'll not allow you to... Alright, well, we're gonna need some... Maybe, seeing as this episode went a little quicker... Well, the fault line got us. Maybe we'll just have a look at the next map, and then I will spend a little bit of time grinding... Oh, never mind. Forget this group. They're gone. They're dead. They're not gonna get grinded up any levels anytime soon. Meanwhile, Natasha and her group hurry toward Algum Fort to save Prince Blue, number 2. Didn't you need to take a ship to get there? These guys didn't have a ship. This is the force that had to walk. Sarah, are we close? Yes, we're very near the village. Just gotta climb these vines on your horse. Your centaur, your hooves. Is he actually gonna walk up the vines. That's going to be great. Beyond the village lies the fort. Let's hurry. What? You want us to climb the cliff? Randolph, this is ridiculous. You're a horse. So is Dawn. How are you going to climb with hooves? You're a horse. If we climb the cliff, we'll be sitting ducks. Listen to me. The previous group was defeated because they were ambushed in the fields. We must take the fort before Deanna's group arrives from the Alchem fields. How does this army get here before the army that was on a ship? These guys had to walk. We have no choice but to climb the cliff. Well, luckily we climbed half of it before the battle even started. Well, do you want to just do a two-part? I mean, I think I should still split the episode up. It's probably going to take a fairly long time. There's like treasure chests and stuff we need to go pick up. Yeah, this is actually like a surprisingly big map. And we have 5 units this time. Wow. Yeah, okay, it's a fairly large map spread out. There's going to be lots of walking, like, just to pick up this treasure chest, someone's going to have to go all the way back down and back up. Now, seriously, it looks like, okay, I like the aesthetic, the idea of climbing up vines, and it makes sense for 2 of our units. But most of our units are cavalry, centaurs. How does Graham climb? at the same speed he goes across the plains. Suspension of disbelief engage, but still, I like the idea. I like the looks of it. It's cool. It makes it a more vertical map than we've ever really seen in a Shining Force game. But it doesn't make sense for horses, centaurs. Anyway, what I'll do here, if I can, is egress out. And we'll just have a look at what we've got. So, unfortunately, Sarah isn't actually helping us, it looks like. Randolph has joined, so let's have a quick look at him. He's new. But Sarah is just going to be our advisor, I guess. Assuming that was even her name. So Randolph, just like Claude, has joined. He was... Actually, I don't remember using him in Book 1 this time around, because he was pretty bad. He was like the worst of the paladins, I think. But anyway, he joined up. So we've got a 3rd paladin in this one, Eric, Dawn, and Randolph. If you compare Dawn to Randolph, right now, he's way better. And... yeah, okay, I probably should have sent the Power Spear to Eric, because I could have just given Randolph's Power Spear to Dawn, and then we still would have had one on each side. Oh, well. So anyway, he's pretty good right now, I think, just like Claude was. But I would expect, at some point, my original characters that are leveling up, theoretically, to 21st will be better. Maybe he's really good in this book, who knows. My fight lasts until Yom is defeated. That seems familiar. Yeah. Seems like most people don't really change. I believe he can do anything. Boy, but what a small party, man. Super small. So, Dawn will have... we've got Graham, who's got the better weapon to carry over, so that's good. We've got Dawn with the better spear. You can see like 12 extra damage. Like it's a bit better than the Steel Lance, but you can see why I was so angry. I was so angry that Eric wasn't able to buy one. But like it's an upgrade and it's range, so it's like it's a really good weapon. And similarly, the Robin's Arrow would be a nice holdover until we want to promote and get the the artillery shells. So yeah, pretty small team right now. Let's see if the shop has anything. Probably. It might just sell the same stuff as what we saw in our last chapter. Yeah, so this shop isn't upgraded into Chapter 3. This is like Chapter 2 gear. Again, not selling the Robin's Arrows, but not selling the Assault Shells either. So there won't be any upgrades here at all. And this team, on the negative side, our healer on this team doesn't have very much MP. So, we have probably better equipped offensive units, like Dawn has better gear than Eric, although worse stats. Graham has better arrow than Chester. Randolph has a good spear and is promoted. But we only have 5 units, and our healer has like 16 MP. That's pretty tiny. So Anyway, I guess we end our episode here, and there won't be any grinding because this is the other force, and we should at least show you what this map looks like first time. So maybe when we get back to our other team, we'll do a little bit. Maybe I can just wait till they all join up again. That'd be better. Maybe it won't take so long. I don't know. Make sure we've got at least one herb for everybody, basically. Actually, because this map, we have like one healer with low MP, kind of tempted to stack up a few extras. So that's probably a smart way to, like, you know, a little bit smarter. Okay, well, that's it for today. That was a short little battle that went really bad. And I made a couple of mistakes, obviously. And it would have been easier if May had not died so early. And then I let Slade die. So they're not getting any experience at all because they've been dead for most of the map. And whatever. I think these are pretty hard. Like, I think that last mission was probably harder than most of Book 1 was, because you never have your team cut in half. And then if you don't promote, like, your weapons behind, your weapon tiers behind, and yeah, it's a good little challenge. I wasn't quite expecting it. Caught me a little bit off guard, maybe. But anyway, let's end our episode here, and next time we will have a look at the next battle with our other half of our army, which will, again, hopefully group up soon. So thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Shiny Forcey.